Greetings viewers and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia completion walkthrough. This is episode 75, which will be the final episode for playthrough 1. Before we go and spank that final boss, I wanted to talk a little bit about the New Game Plus system. In this game, nothing, at least off the top of my head, I don't think anything, nothing transfers for free. You have to buy what transfers over in a thing called the grade shop between playthroughs. So we'll have access to that right after we beat the final boss, see the ending, make our new save. In order to see how much grade you have, let me know if you know of an easier way, because it seems a little annoying, but it seems like you need to go to one of the places where you can spend grade, which off the top of my head I know that you can do that in Asgard. So I'm going to come over here. Now I just have to remember where exactly. There's a cat's shop here, I believe, where you can spend grade. Like, I know Palmacosta used to have one, but can't go there anymore. Okay, here's cats. But that's not what I want. How about you? Okay. So here, I have 2778. Now, that is because I did some grinding. When I looked at it today, it was like 1078. So pretty much 1700 fewer than I have now. And when I looked up the prices for things in the grade shop, I decided I needed a little bit more than that, or a lot more than that. So I did some grinding. Grinding for grade is really easy. You just go to an area with really weak enemies, like right over here near Yggdrasil, beginning of the game. I like to turn on the speed hack, which is not working at the moment with my keybind, but whatever. Anyway, I use the speed hack to just make things 10 times speed, and I run around.
You're in for a world of hurt.
On auto battle, just beating these fights. As you can see, I got 0.98 grade right there. Usually, on average, seeing between like 0.6 and 1.2, somewhere around there, per fight. So I just put it on high speed and ran around doing that while I watched a few YouTube videos. Maybe just under an hour and a half, I ground out that 1700. Okay, so I would say that bare minimum, if you're looking for completion, bare minimum would be like 1030, because a few things you absolutely need are 1000 points for transferring titles, because you might recall that the big thing that keeps or that makes it so this game requires so many playthroughs are the titles you get from the Flanmoir Doctor event. So if you don't purchase that, then all the titles you've gained in this playthrough will not carry over, including the special titles I got for Genus and Presea for the Flanmoir Doctor, whichever they were, I forget off the top of my head. But anyway, it would essentially erase that from existence, and it'll be yet another playthrough you'll need to do to get those again. So anyway, the 1,000, absolutely essential. And then it's like 10 points each to keep your all the entries in your collector's book, monster list, and then I was including figurine book just because if you haven't bothered to process any pellets and therefore have nothing in your figurine book, then obviously don't bother with that. But then again, 10 points of grade, quite quick and easy to farm up. Let's see here. I think there was another 10 points to keep your battle statistics, which is like your max combo number and stuff. For the most part, doesn't matter, except that also includes your number of kills for each character. So when you get to the point of getting the powered up Devil's Arms again, it will have them be that much stronger. It's up to you. I mean, by the time you get those, it's pretty much the end of the game anyway, and you've already beaten the hardest fight in the game anyway, so not a big deal, but whatever. Let's see. I also wanted... I want to say it was 500 points makes it so that you can carry up to 30 of every item in your inventory instead of up to 20. So I'll want that because that'll help for... well, the biggest thing is for getting those pellets I mentioned and getting the figurine book filled up. It'll be just fewer trips to go grind out those pellets if you can carry 30 of each at a time instead of 20 of each. Then there was, it was like 50 points each to keep all of your, or it was like 50 points to keep all your recipes, and then another 50 points to keep everybody's proficiency in all the recipes. I think that's well worth it, unless you hadn't really bothered to grind out in this first playthrough. But, you know, just for the sake of not having to do it over again, I think that's worth it. And anyway, the other big ticket item I decided to grind for, why I have over 1,000 extra points, is in the next playthrough I'll have double experience point gain. So that'll be useful since I'm planning on going through hard mode area, and I should easily be able to get to level 100 in that playthrough without too much grinding, so I can get those titles as well. There's, I believe the most expensive one in the game is like 3,000 points by itself, and that makes it so you get 10 times experience. Oh, that's right, another big ease of, or not ease, I don't know, quality of life one I wanted was like 100 points to make it so you get more grade in every fight. So even if you wanted to, you know, grind out to get the 10 times experience, what have you, it's probably easier to go through the first time, get the more grade upgrade, and then do all the extra grinding in the next playthrough. Anyway, that's the general idea. So as you saw, I have like 2,700 to spend. Feel free to get more or less, but once again, I just want to reiterate, you want at least 1,000, and well, I guess the bare minimum would be 1,020 for the titles, the collector book, and the monster list, to make sure those go over. One thing that the grade shop does not have, point this out, is there's no getting your items to roll over, including equipment. So I'm going to lose all this, you know, nice high-quality weapons and armor and what have you. There's nothing for it. There's just no option to keep those. There is one to keep your X gems and X skills. that actually might be worth it specifically because there is the highest form of X gem you can get, I believe, both as a steal and a drop from the final boss. So, like, don't really care about all the ones I have now, the level 1 through 4s, but that X gem max, or whatever the heck it was called, you can get from the final boss, that would not be bad to go ahead and port over, because there's only a very limited number of them in the game. And what they do is pretty much just when you put them in one of these slots, you can switch from level 1 to 4 essentially in that slot without using up more gems. So it's a convenience thing. I mean, speaking of which, I might go ahead and stop this recording and grind out enough, or we'll look up how much it is to get that, and then grind it enough for that as well. Just because thinking about it, that could be useful. And then I'll come back when I'm ready to go and actually beat the game. So, I think I'll do that. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so I went ahead and did some grinding for the other 600 points I'd need to take my X-Gen open. And now I believe I am ready. I don't think I need to go over to Asgard. I've already showed you how to check your total there. So I'm going to go back to Tetheala. We'll make sure that Colette's luck is nice and high, since, as mentioned, she does have one last steal to do. And then let's go fight that final boss. Exciting, huh? Okay, and then next playthrough, I've already mentioned a couple times the major differences we're taking. The hard route and the Kratos version of the Flamoir Doctor. We're also going to be playing on hard, but with ×2 experience, so that should be useful. And yeah, also in that playthrough, I'll be trying to... Well, the main thing is to get Kratos and Sheena in the top 3 on affection. By the way, I'm not buying the grade shop bonus to carry over affection, so I'm going to be starting from the base values, which I think is 500 Colette and 0 everyone else. Which is odd. You'd think that your best friend Genus would start with some, but whatever. Let's see, what's your luck at? 84. Good. Yeah, so I don't really care who else is in the top 3. Just Kratos, so I can do the Flamoir Doctor, and Sheena early on, so I can get her in the party as soon as possible. And then also filling in bits of the collector's book and monster list that we weren't able to before, or made a mistake, or something along those lines. Like, for instance, the first fight with Bata in this walkthrough, or in this playthrough, we weren't high enough level yet for Colette to steal. But he does have a steal. Nice. So, we'll get that in the second playthrough. or I want to say it was the first fight with Mythos, forgot to magic lens him, so take care of that. Also, there will be a couple of new, or a couple of enemies in the, let's see if I'm gonna put Jesus here. Couple of enemies on the, what's it called? I'm blanking. On the Kratos, path, that weren't available on this path, so working toward getting 100% of the enemy list. Let me see here. Sure, why not? And how about those Persian boots? There. Cool. This looks like a good final boss beating team. Again, so much easier than the optional bosses we've been fighting, so this should be a walk in the park. There we go. Back over the Tower of Salvation. Okay, this is it. Once we go and beat him, we won't be able to come back and do stuff. Have to start a new playthrough. So I'm just racking my brain. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, there's that thing I mentioned about getting judgment for Zelos, but there's no point in that on this playthrough because I'm not going to grind another 1000 grade to get the thing that allows me to keep my techs, so I'll be starting over on techs, and therefore getting that judgment would be meaningless. Alright, so yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Home. I'm going home.
Mythos, listen to me. We don't have to fight. Please return the Great Sea to us so that we can reunite the worlds.
Home. I'm going home.
Something's wrong. He sounds like a puppet.
Whoa!
I need to thank you for going through all the trouble to bring me back here. I'm finally myself again.
Damn. So that's what this was all about.
Mythos, Martel is already dead.
That's not true. Martel is alive. Just as I lived on in the Crucius Crystal.
That's not living. That's just existing as a lifeless being.
What's wrong with that?
What?
After all, in our bodies flow the bloods of humans and elves, the bloods of those that despise us. We're better off casting aside such filth and become lifeless beings.
That's what you really want?
Of course. Watch. When you become a lifeless being, you can even control your appearance and growth. Everyone should become lifeless beings. I told you before. The only way to eliminate discrimination is for everyone to become the same race.
What you hope for is nothing but a dream, Mythos. Discrimination comes from the heart.
He's right, Mythos. It's the weakness of people's hearts that causes discrimination, looking down upon others while placing themselves too high.
You do the same thing. You look down on humans and elves, treating them like cattle. That's the weakness of your heart.
Even if people become lifeless beings, nothing will change. Discrimination will continue.
Then where should the half-elves go? We aren't accepted anywhere. We opened our hearts, but no one took us in. Where should we live?
You can live anywhere you like.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm serious. Anywhere is fine. If you aren't doing anything wrong, you should just live proudly in the open.
It's because we couldn't do that. That we wanted a place of our own.
Sorry, but don't act like you're the only victim here. It doesn't even come close to justifying all the things that you've done.
What you've done caused meaningless suffering and death to countless people. Can you feel their pain?
People can change, even if they don't change right away. Months, years, as time passes, change is inevitable.
Maybe not everything can be forgiven, but one can try to atone for one's sins. Can't you feel it in your heart? The goddess known as Conscience.
Do you think I'm gonna beg for forgiveness? Ridiculous. There is no goddess, so I would continue to pursue my ideals. If there is no place where I can live, and if I've been denied my age of lifeless beings, then the only thing left for me is to build a new world on Darris Carlon. A world just for my sister and me. There's nothing anyone can do.
Holy Lance!
Let's see. You gave me a magic lens. Oh. She got turned around.
Disappear.
Item fusion! Come get some! Air thrust!
My sister means everything to me. Get away from me. I won't let anyone get in my way. I'll revert this entire world back to nothingness.
Mythos, don't make your sister suffer any longer!
My dream of a world.
Oh, maybe.
for my
Right, that wasn't his
sister
final
and me.
form, so that's not the one you steal from.
It's not over yet.
Ring whirlwind! Get out! Are you ready? Well.
Ready?
Item!
Tiger Ring! Omega King!
Item pathetic soul!
You know what? Just in case I'm way overpowered, I don't want to kill him off before I've stolen the thing, so let's see here. Out. Yes. She can still use magic. No, not all out. No, reserves. There we go. Want her to still use magic. Whatever. Heal.
Let's do that whirlwind! Item!
Disappear to nothing.
Item ray!
Down darkness.
Item!
Disappear to nothingness.
Help is on the way. Nurse!
darkness.
Thanks.
Come on.
Die.
Help is on the way. Nurse!
Thanks. I'm dizzy.
Down in darkness.
Light! Photon!
Are you kidding me?
Hell.
Goodbye.
I'm wondering if it's worth redoing that fight. Just well, you could see how incredibly easy it was. I'm wondering if it's worth redoing just to get that steel. Yeah, probably. I mean, something that you can only get 2 of per playthrough. It's pretty darn rare. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll go through the end sequence and then not save. Then I'll go back and redo this fight off camera real quick, just till I get the steel. Anyway. Yeah, ridiculously easy at these levels with all this equipment. I don't think that was even as hard as the Sword Dancer level 3, or, Mark 3, whatever.
Mythos is...
It's just like Alicia. Mythos will continue to live as long as the Crucius Crystal exists.
And eventually, I will be taken over by the crystal.
Mythos.
Tired of playing your game of good and evil? Hurry up and destroy the crystal. If you don't, Darius Carline will continue to drift away.
Mythos!
Do it now. Before I... too... am no longer myself.
Lloyd! Please! Help him! Let him die while he's still himself!
Alright.
Farewell, my shadow. You who stand at the end of the path I chose not to follow. I wanted my own world, so I don't regret my choice. I would make the same choice all over again. I will continue to choose this path.
So you learned nothing.
You could have lived with us in our world. Damn it.
The old master of the pact is no more. What does the new master of the pact ask of this sword?
Restore the true form of our 2 worlds! Are we back? What's going on?
What are you all doing?
Your wish is granted. But there is no link. Without a link, the land will die.
What do you mean?
The world was originally separated into two in order to prevent its destruction. If it returns to its true form, the world lacks the mana to support itself. The land is dying.
I don't need to know why it's dying. What do we need to do to stop it?
Support the two worlds by linking them with a giant tree. That is the only way to stop the destruction of the land.
Ah, we need to germinate the great Carlon tree.
I get it.
Lloyd, hurry! You have to shine the mana of Daris Carlon on the great seed before Daris Carlon is too far away.
All right then. I'm counting on you, Eternal Sword.
Daris Karlan is already at the edge of the gravitational field. Not even Yggdrasil. Mythos could stop this from happening. Do you still intend to try?
Yeah.
Even strengthened by your X-Sphere, it is likely that your body will not withstand the forces. Are you certain of your decision?
I said I'm doing it, so I'm doing it. It's not like we have a choice.
Very well.
It's not working. The mana's being deflected.
The great seed is already dead.
Wait, don't go. Please wake up.
It looks like Daris Carlon stopped moving away.
Yeah, but why? The Eternal Sword is gone. The Eternal Sword!
Thank goodness.
This is my final wish. Eternal Sword.
Please awaken the great seed.
I beg you, please wake up!
Please!
Rise, giant Carlon tree!
I am Martel, and also the incarnation of the Great Seed itself. Lloyd, your hope, as well as those of many others, resurrected me.
So you're Mythos' sister?
No, Mythos' sister Martel is only one of the many souls within me. I am Mana, and I am the giant tree. I am the symbol of the many lives sacrificed to the Great Seed. I am a new spirit born to accompany the giant tree. And now the seed has awakened anew along with me.
This is the giant Carlon tree?
It's so beautiful and so grand.
This is the future form of the giant tree, but right now, it is only a small seedling. In its current state, the tree will wither and die.
Well then, how do we protect it?
You must provide the tree with love and adoration. As long as those conditions are met, I shall always protect the seedling.
I promise, if the tree ever starts to wither, I'll make sure we won't let it die.
Then Lloyd, on behalf of all living things, I want you to give this tree a new name, as a proof of the pact.
What?
The giant Carlon tree was planted here by the elves when they first came, as a guardian to watch over and protect them. This newly reborn tree protects elves, humans, and the lives of all those who are caught in between. Therefore, this tree requires a new name.
Lloyd, pick a name for us. A name for everyone's tree.
So this tree is the link that connects the world. Okay, I got it. This tree's name is...
Grandmother, I'm home.
Oh, chosen one.
No, Grandmother, I'm not a chosen anymore.
Oh, yes. Colette, you have made us all proud.
Welcome home, Colette.
It's good to be home, Father.
I see. So, Kratos will travel with Darius Karlon wherever it may go. What are you going to do? Go back to Yggdrasil?
No, we're going out to visit new lands.
We're going around the world to try and make it easier for half-elves to be accepted.
It sounds like you have a difficult journey ahead of you.
We can return to Yggdrasil when we're tired.
We will always have a home there. Hi, everyone. I'm back.
Sheena, I'm so glad you're safe.
Congratulations, Sheena.
And don't congratulate me yet. A whole new world lies before us now. We have to inform everyone about the revival of the Igaguri style.
Yes, and for when Kuchinawa returns as well.
Yeah! Come on, everyone. Let's work as hard as we can. We're gonna make the village of Mizuho into a ninja clan to be proud of.
See, look what happened. It's all because the Pope opened up his big mouth and tried to banish me and stuff. The whole world got messed up.
Well then, Chosen One, what would you have me do?
We'll send an emissary of peace to Yggdrasil.
Emissary? Who do you plan to send?
How about Sheena from Mizuho? She's already involved.
So the emissary of death becomes the emissary of peace.
I won't let you say no. Until you do something about the Church of Martel, I still have the rights of the Chosen, remember?
Alicia, I'm finally myself again. Time is finally starting to flow again from that night 16 years ago. You know what? I'm 28 years old now. Can you believe that?
Were you talking with Alicia?
Yes.
I just got back from overseeing the destruction of part of the mine. Now that that's done, we can rest assured that no new X-spheres will be excavated.
That's good to hear. What are your plans now?
I'm going to devote the full resources of my company to revitalization projects in order to build a new and better world.
I'll help too. I'm sure Alicia and Daddy would have wanted me to.
Are you really going to Darius Karlon?
If a half-elf of Crucius remains here, the other half-elves will have no place to live. As a surviving member of Crucius, I must bear the responsibility for what has happened.
I'm going to collect all the X-spheres remaining in this land.
And I will discard all of Crucius's X-spheres into space. I've dragged you into this until the very end.
It's okay.
It's time for me to go. Please use that sword to send us to Darius Karlon.
Goodbye, Dad.
Don't die before I do, Lloyd. My son.
Mom, Dad left. That was okay, wasn't it? For me to let him go? It was okay, right?
Lloyd, you wanted to go with them, didn't you?
No. I have my own path to follow. And Dad has his. And besides, I have a dad here already.
I see. Then I won't say any more.
Mom, I'll leave Dad's sword here beside you. Well, I'm off.
Well, there we go. I've never played the sequel. I heard it was pretty bad. But if it ever comes to Steam, I'll probably have to check it out. And I'll go ahead and save this here, but like I said, I'm planning on loading up that save number 11 and redoing that fight just to make sure I get the steel. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, for now, I'm saving this so that on camera, I can check out the grade shop. Come on, there we go. Sweet. Load this up. Congratulations on completing the game. You can now begin a new game with a variety of special features by using your grade from your completed game. All earned grade carries over into the next game. Okay, so I'm not sure if that was right. It's clear, from what I understand, any grade you spend here will be refunded. Oh, man. What the heck? Oh, I forgot! Duh! I forgot you get a bonus 1,000 grade just for beating the game. So, I could have spent a lot less time grinding. Oh well. Anyway, any grade you spend here will be refunded for the next game, or the next playthrough as well. So, at the end of playthrough 2, I will have 4,386 plus anything I earned in that playthrough. So that's cool. It keeps it so that you're not like, oh, well, in this playthrough I just zoomed through and didn't even earn enough to rebuy the things I bought last time. So that's cool. And yeah, so let's see what I want. Like I said, I want the X gems specifically so that I'll keep that X gem max, or 2 once I get that steel off. I do not want affection because I actually plan on starting over from scratch with that. I mean, I suppose since I have 1,000 extra, I might as well do this. So tension is what lets them go into that overdrive mode. So essentially, it'll be easier to go into overdrive in this next playthrough. I don't care about playtime. If you do, feel free. Also, memory circles were very easy to unlock. I don't feel like that's... I mean, it's super, super cheap, but I still don't feel like doing it. This I definitely want. Like I said, 30 of each item. I might end up with gold. We'll see. Let's see. I definitely want to keep my recipes and cooking ability. Titles is the most important thing. I want to keep my figurines, my monster list, and my collector's book. This will just keep your top scores from the minigames. I think you still would have to, for instance, redo the red light, green light to get that super weapon for Genus again. Kind of doubt I'm going to bother to do that. So in subsequent playthroughs, he just won't get that weapon. He'll have to make do with his devil's arm or something because it's already in the collector's book, and I just don't want to do that minigame again. Might as well get the world map. I think that saves the Noish stones, though I don't recall for certain. We'll have to see. Might just do the battle info. Let's see here. Maybe. Yeah, let's do tech usage. This would be interesting if you're really good at the game, specifically at getting lots of combos. It can end up getting you more experience overall. But it sets the base experience for any fight to 1. So if you don't get good combos, you'll get absolute crap experience. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm not all that great at this game, so I'm not going to be choosing this one. Okay, so yeah, this is for extra health, just, to toughen you up. Minimum hit points if you want more of a challenge. Half experience if you want a low-level game. We'll probably be doing this for, well, assuming this we actually go to a third playthrough, or just for your own game at home. This would be a good one for the. I'm forgetting the name of it off the top of my head, but the challenge title for Lloyd, where you have to be at a certain lower level when you fight brain fart. The cardinal, the Grand Cardinal in the undersea ranch. I'm forgetting his name, but anyway, there's the 2,000 or 2 times experience. There's the 10 times experience. There we go. Increased grade I want. Okay. So we got 1,911 to play with. That's not quite enough to inherit skills in magic. So I'll... Right, and also get the 2 times. So I want the 2 times. I suppose I could, instead of increase tension, I could keep my techs. That might be useful. Alternatively, I mean, I'll be gaining the new techs as I level anyway, so it's not really a big deal. I could keep all my gold. I have a lot of that, but earning gold isn't a big deal either. This would, again, be a useful one for a low-level game, because you don't want to be grinding a bunch to get gold, because you're trying to maintain low levels. Okay. I'm right now. I'm thinking either increase tension and keep my equipped X skills, or the... Yeah, I think I want to do that, because again, I'll be re-earning that. If I had gone through the trouble to teach the secret tech, the judgment to Zelos, then I'd take this, but since I didn't, I'll do increased tension and X skills there. Okay. I think... Well, I guess I might as well, since I have the, I might as well get 500 extra hit points for everybody too. Okay, there we go. I am good to go. Screw it, might as well. And I actually don't want any of the rest of them, so... Okay, so, oh, right, and you get some new costumes for having beaten the game and starting over. Can I skip this, because we've already seen it? Alright, so I'm probably just going to cut the video here and say I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for keeping with me all this time. 75 episodes. It's been, what, a couple years in real life? I am happy to keep doing this for as long as there's interest, and feel free to put in the comments other games you think it'd be interesting to see me play, or something I've been bugging Sarah about for a while. Maybe we'll combine my love of video games with her translating stuff and play a game, maybe this one, maybe a different one, in Japanese, and see what she has to say about the translation. If that sounds like something interesting to you, again, put it in the comments. Pretty much, I'm just not quite sure where to go with the channel after I finish with this Tales of Symphonia stuff, so please let me know what interests you. And for those of you who, well, I highly doubt any of you who are only here for the kitten videos will hear this at the end of a long video game video. But for those of you who are here for both, we're laying off the fostering for a bit because we adopted a couple of the little buttheads and are going to be moving to a new state in a few months if all goes well. So we'll still have videos of our current kitties, including the two newly adopted ones who are going to be 4 months old soon. There's Donica and Yvain. And I'm sure we'll eventually get back into fostering. So don't worry, there will still be kitten videos. And I guess that's about it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and interesting. And starting with the next episode, we'll be doing playthrough 2, where I won't exactly be showing everything I do because it'll just be a bunch of repeat of the first playthrough. I'll probably be zipping through the first part of the game and just try to show you the things that are significantly changed from the last one. Alright, I think I've rambled on enough, so thanks again, and catch you next time.